What's going on, Football Cone Manos team managers? Welcome back for a third year. I wanted to drop a quick video, say, hey, thank you for coming back. I have 8 return guys and 2 new people. I just want to say a couple things before we get into our next video about draft day. A few of the changes that I've made this year. The biggest change is instead of a $50 buy-in, we're going to do a $100 buy-in. I need that to be paid by the 24th. So August 24th is when our league dues, they need to be paid. That way I can get our trophies and make sure that everybody has already paid before the draft happens. One of the big things with that being changed is the pay structure gets changed. So first place is going to get $700 plus the championship trophy. And then next year, if I can get all return managers, I'm going to throw in a third prize for the champion. So hopefully I can get a few, two new guys that are planning on moving forward with us. Second and third place are going to get their money back. So they're going to get their $300 back if they get second or third place. And then the last place team, the last place loser is going to have to do the league punishment. So that league punishment is once again going to be a video lip singing a song of the league's choosing. We haven't selected the song yet, but I'll be having a league manager poll that you guys can answer throughout the year about which song we might choose. So throughout the year, make sure you're checking your messaging on the ESPN app. Right now I have a question on there discussing draft day. Make sure you go on there. Right now it is scheduled for August 31st at 6 o'clock. I need to make sure that that's a good time for everybody. So make sure you go on to the league manager poll, answer that question for me. If I get any no's, then I need to reschedule it so that it works for everybody. So without further ado, a few of the league changes that happened was this is going to be what's called a keeper league. I will describe it more in my next video with the draft day, but just for starters, a keeper league is whenever your return managers are in the league. So we have 8 of them. If they want to retain a player from last year, from their team last year, they're going to be able to do that. If you have a keeper selection, I need to know by the 24th, also when league dues are due. I need to know by the 24th. That way our 2 new guys can kind of plan around that so that it's still fair for them on draft day. They can still plan around who's going to be on the board and who's not going to be on the board. So once again, we have a keeper league. It's going to be $100, and right now draft day is scheduled for the 31st. Unless it does not work for somebody, please let me know. Another change that happened is on the quarterback position. Last year, you were able to have 4 quarterbacks on your team at any given time. I've reduced it to 2. That way you can't stockpile quarterbacks. You can't hold the league hostage. So once again, 2 quarterbacks, no more than 2. That's all you're going to be able to have on your team. And then the next thing is the injured reserve spot. Last year, we only had 1 injured reserve spot. This year, we have 2 injured reserve spots. So if you have a few extra injuries that you weren't expecting, but you don't want to get rid of that guy because he's expected back, you don't have to. You have an additional spot. Maybe you're having a rough time with bye weeks, but you have an additional injured reserve spot this year. And then lastly is I want to remind everybody that I have 2 co-commissioners. Those co-commissioners are Carlos and William. So if I encounter anything throughout the year that I have questions about, that maybe we feel somebody's cheating or an odd thing happened, I will get with my 2 co-commissioners and we'll come to a decision on how to keep things fair. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to contact me. If you think for some reason I'm not being fair, talk to one of my co-commissioners, and then they'll have a meeting amongst themselves to determine where we go from there. But I want to remind everybody the purpose of this league is to have fun, have a good time, talk a little bit of smack. You can win a little bit of money at the end of the year. But the big thing is just have a little bit of fun. So have a great day, Football Cone Manos. Watch my next video for draft day.